Like I mentioned, we're going to start lying on our backs and we will get going shortly. Just taking a few breaths to allow the body to settle. It's kind of starting to feel what feels good and what feels less so. And then wherever you are, with your next breath, let's bend the knees and bring the feet flat to the floor. Shifting the focus back to the body, take a deep breath into the belly, and exhaling, send the knees over to the left, bring that stretch down the right hand side. Breathing into center, exhaling over to the right. Beautiful. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, take a full body stretch. Legs go long, arms reach overhead. Breathing in, pull the knees up and lift the chest. Good. Exhale, extend the legs and take the arms overhead, not quite touching the floor. Breathing in to pull. Exhaling to extend that hollow body. Inhaling, final time. This time, extend just the left leg, keeping that right knee in. Take a breath into the belly. And with an exhale, we're changing sides. Inhaling, exhale to change. Breathing in and changing for the final time. Beautiful. Drop the knees to the floor. Drop the knees to the floor. Drop the feet to the floor. Bend the knees. Roll your feet as wide as your hips. And close to your backside. Place the hands onto the floor, working into a frog bridge or a traditional bridge even. Take a breath into the belly. Exhale, lift the hips. Press the feet and the hands down. Lower. 2 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale down. Final time. Lifting and lowering. Let's bring the knees up above the hips. That next breath. One hand per knee. Circle the thighs. Beautiful. Final time here. Exhaling, full body stretch. From here, drag the knees in gently. Hands go behind the knees this time. You're welcome to roll onto your side and go to all fours, or we can cradle up and down. Making your way to all fours, wherever you are. Beautiful. Ground the hands and knees down, pressing through the fingers and thumbs. 3 rounds of a cat-cow. Breathing in to round the back. Exhaling, drop the belly down. Looking forward. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. From here, tucking the toes, that breath in. Exhaling, we're lifting into your downward dog. First one, we can allow the heels to paddle, the hips to sway. Then find some stillness. Press the hands into the ground to find that length into the spine. Working into a 3-legged dog on the left side. Left leg lifts. Exhaling down. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale down. Beautiful. Next breath in is going to reach my right hand for my left foot. Stepping it down. This time the left hand reaches for the right foot. Next breath, soften the knees. As we walk your feet forward to meet the hands into that forward fold and a ragdoll. One more breath here. And take a deep inhale to ripple the body up all the way to standing. Fabulous. Stand nice and tall. Take the feet as wide as the hips. Shoulders pull heavy down the back. And the hips feel engaged and lifted. We're working to 3 salutations, 3 sundays. We'll make them a little bit more interesting. Take a deep breath in, lifting the hands up to the sky, and we look to the thumbs. Exhaling, tilt over to the left. Inhaling up, exhaling over to the right. Breathing in, we lift. Exhale, we fold, hands to the floor, hips gently push back. Take that inhale to lift and flatten the back, gazing forward. Exhaling, hands go down, step back to your plank. Beautiful. Drop the knees, pause. Exhale to lower. Inhale, engage the shoulders, lifting the chest. As we exhale, triple back and over into that downward dog. 2 more breaths. There's an inhale to soften the knees. Look to the hands and step forward into that fold. Exhaling to relax. Inhale, we flatten the back and gaze forward. Exhaling, let go. Deep breath in, lift the hands up to the sky. And then exhale as we drop back to your start. Go to Tadasana. So find that height. Shoulders heavy, chest lifts. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, lift the hands up to the sky. Look to the thumbs. Beautiful. This time as we exhale, we're twisting to the left. So left hand goes back, or right hand goes forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Twisting the other way. Breathing in, we lift. Exhale, we fold, hands to the floor, into your Uttanasana, your fold. Breathing in, flat back, look forward. Exhale, hands down, stepping back. Fabulous. You can drop your knees, or with an exhale, we can float all the way to the floor. Inhaling, we lift. Exhale back, downward dog. Knees are soft, hips are high, the hands are pressing the floor away. Next breath in, softens the knees. We look to the hands and step forwards into that fold. Exhaling. Breath in, lift and flatten the back. Gaze forward. Exhale to let go. Big breath in. Drive the ground away. Lift the hands up. Exhale. Dropping the hands down. Find your Tadasana. Third and final round. Big breath in. Lift the hands up to the sky and look to the thumbs. This time we exhale to swirl the hands around the back, interlacing at the top of the butt. A breath in drives the hands away. Exhale, we fold forward. Take a breath in, and with the next breath out, drop the hands to the floor. It's all the same from here. Inhaling, lift and flatten, look forward. Exhale, hands down, step back to your plank. You're welcome to drop the knees, float to the floor, or with an exhale, we go halfway to Chaturanga. Inhale to lift, exhaling back. Downward dog. We got 3 breaths here. You're welcome to stay in downward dog or take your way to a child's pose. One more breath. And then wherever you are, we're going to make your way to a forward fold, rising or stepping forward. We take an inhale to flatten the back, gaze forward. Exhaling, let go. Beautiful. And a deep inhale, ripple the body up, working into the vertebra. Fabulous. We're going to do a little modified twisted down fold, whatever you want to call it. Feet wide as your hips, facing forward. Take a breath to step the right foot back 1 foot width. So essentially toes in line with the heels. Big breath in, lift the hands up. Exhale, we fold. Knees will soften into this kind of classic forward fold. From here, first 2 fingers on your right hand, wrap around the left big toe. Deep breath in, lifting, left hand up. Just a variation on the classic twisting one we were doing there. One more breath. Exhale to let go. Inhale, ripple the body up, engaging through the legs. Feel the hamstrings and glutes work. Step forward with the right foot. Step slightly back with the left. Same deal. Breathe in to lift. Exhale to fold. It's going to feel slightly cockeyed, and that's fine. The knees will be soft. You're trying to kind of square the hips. First 2 fingers on the left hand around the right big toe. Deep breath in to lift, right hand up. And then exhale, hands drop, fingers release, and we ripple up, enjoying the rounding to the back. Beautiful. Step forward with that left foot. Grab a drink if you need to. We're going to work into the little sun bees. Feet wide in the hips. Stand nice and tall, get those shoulders pulling back, the hands spread. Take a deep breath in as we pop the hips back and lift the hands into chair. Exhaling, hands drop, hips lift. Inhale, flatten the back, spread the arms wide like wings. Beautiful. Exhaling, hands down, stepping back with that left foot, drop the left knee. Find that lizard as we untuck the toe, inhaling to rise, to low lunge, exhaling back, crescent. Beautiful. Next breath in brings the hands to the floor. We're stepping back to a plank, and we vinyasa, so it's down, up into your back bend, and then rising to downward dog. Working with the left foot. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, drop the right knee. Untuck the toe as we rise. Low lunge. Exhale, hinging back. Crescent. Next breath in, guys, the hands to the floor. Stepping back to plank. That vinyasa again. We lower and then lift. Driving back. 2 more breaths. Remember, your hands and feet aren't stuck to the ground. They can move if you need to. Softening the knees, we look to the hands and step forward into that slightly wide-legged forward fold. The next breath in is rippling the body up. Beautiful. Find that standing position. Feet, again, slightly wider than the hips. Toes are turning out. Big breath in. Drop the hips back and lift the hands into chair. Beautiful. Exhaling, hands to the floor. Inhale, flatten the back, spread the arms like wings. Exhaling, hands down. Step back with the right foot. Drop the right knee. Beautiful. We're reverse engineering this today. Right hand stays down. Breath in to lift. That left hand to the sky. Beautiful. Ground the feet. Take a deep inhale to rise. Keeping that left hand back, right hand forward. Fabulous. Next breath in, twist your body up to center. To your low lunge. Exhaling, hands down into the lizard once again. Step back. Plank and vinyasa. Lowering, lifting, driving back. Beautiful. Breath in, lifts, right leg high. Exhale to step it forward, drop the left knee. We're in the lizard here. Left hand stays grounded. Take a breath in to lift, right hand up. The next inhale lifts the torso, keeping you twisted. Right hand back, left hand forward. Inhaling once again to square the body and lift the hands. Exhaling, hands down. Step back in vinyasa, lowering with an exhale, lifting with that inhale, and driving back. Next breath in brings the knees to the floor. Allow the hips to stay where they are as the hands shimmy forward into your puppy pose. The next breath allows you to walk your hips backwards, finding child's pose. Inhale rises to all fours, and then back to downward dog. Allowing the feet so they're wider than your hips. From here, the hands will push you back into that fold. Going for your classic Padangusthasana. First two fingers around each of the big toes. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, pull yourself deeper. Elbows out to the side, head dropping. Next breath in, lift the body halfway. Releasing the toes. Exhale here. Inhale, engage the glutes and rise to standing. And settle. Grab a drink if you need to. We're going to work into the next little standing flow. So we're going to work with some balance and then a standing split. Isn't that going to be fun? So standing nice and tall. Ground through the feet. Beautiful. Shift the weight onto the right foot. We take a deep breath in to lift the left knee. Perhaps placing the left hand onto the knee. We can stay here. If you wish to work deeper, the right hand takes control of the left knee. That left hand starts to reach out to the side and drifts its way out and back. Perhaps we send the gaze through to the left. Next breath in brings you back to center. And release and step back. So you're into a long standing split. Beautiful. Hands to hips. Take a deep breath in to lift the chest. Pull the shoulder blades back. With an exhale, we allow your body to push forward and the hips to push back. Finding that tension through the right hamstring. Shoulders stay pinched. Beautiful. One more breath. The next exhale prepares, and with an inhale, we engage through the glutes and rise. Turn both feet to the left. Perhaps readjust to make sure you're parallel into this wide stance. Hands to hips. Take a deep breath into the belly. With an exhale, hips draw back. Body falls forward. Releasing the hands to your calves or to the floor. If your hands feel comfortable onto the floor, perhaps allowing the weight to drift forward into them, finding that duality, the hands and the feet supporting you. Tension into the shoulders, elbows should be soft. Next breath in guides the feet to take the weight if there is any. Breath in to lift and flatten the back, fingertips to the floor. Beautiful. Turn that right foot to the top of the mat, walking the hands around, finding lizard. Beautiful. One more breath. And with that next breath, step back, find plank and vinyasa. Down and up and back. Beautiful. The next breath is walking your feet forward to meet the hands. Keep that weight into the hands. Push forward so they can see how much they take. Shift the weight onto the right foot. And with a deep inhale, lift that left leg high. As high it will go into your standing splits. Kicking it towards the ceiling. Beautiful. One more breath. Exhale, dropping it to the floor. Soften the knees. Shift the weight into the heels. And allow the body to relax. Next breath in is rippling you up. Back to standing. So we're going to repeat that on the other side. When it comes to your standing split, don't worry about what it looks like. Just think about how much we can try and flick the legs apart. So, find your balance. Ground the feet. Shift your weight onto that left foot. Breath in is going to lift the right knee. Perhaps the right hand holds it. You're welcome to stay here. If you want a little bit deeper, so it's just more difficult, that left hand takes control. Perhaps the right hand is guiding outwards and back. If we feel happy, we can start to turn the head to follow it. One more breath. Or gently bringing yourself back to center. We should have got it this time. Stepping back with that right foot. So both heels are down. Legs are straight-ish. Hands to the hips. Take that deep breath in to fill the belly. Pull the shoulder blades back. And then with an exhale, chest is driving forward as the hips push back. Beautiful. One more breath. And exhale to prepare, and then inhale to engage the hips and rise. Fabulous. We're turning to the right with the feet. Perhaps readjusting for that wide-legged stance, our Prasarita. Hands to hips. Breathe in to fill the belly. Exhaling, we fold. Hands to perhaps the calves, the ankles, or the floor. If your hands are comfortable on the floor, we allow the elbows to soften. And like I said last time, we can almost push the weight forward into them. As we feel the muscles around the shoulders and the top of the arms tense to take the weight. Next breath is pushing the weight back into the heels. As we inhale to flatten the back, coming up to the fingertips. That left foot turns to the front. As we walk the hands around, find ourselves into lizard. One breath. From here, we're vinyasing, so stepping back. Low with an exhale. Lifting. Driving back into that downward dog. Just keep the weight pushing away with the hands as you paddle the feet forward. You're only going to go as far as you can to keep that contact with the hands. Ground through the left foot, shifting over. Deep inhale to flick, right leg high. Then exhaling, it drops to the floor. Soften the knees and draw the weight back. Perhaps allowing the hands to go to opposite elbow. And that increased pull through the shoulder blades. And then breathing in, ripple the body up. Fabulous. Bring yourself to the front of your mat. Grab that drink if you need it. We're doing squat, optional crow. I'm going to go into your standing sequence. So, feet as wide as you wish. There's that breath into the belly. Exhale, knees soften, and we lower. Perhaps the hips. The heels will probably lift. Mine do. Good. Fingertips to the floor, readjust, do what you need to do. Taking that passive stretch. Beautiful. Now, breathe in, engage the pelvic and abdominal floor, and rise up. Just a few inches. And then let go. Full passive stretch. Hands perhaps coming to the floor. Beautiful. You're welcome to stay here for a few breaths, or bringing the knees to the upper arms, we can allow the weight to perhaps shimmy forward into the wrists, pressing the fingers and thumbs down, and lifting one foot, maybe two. And then wherever you are, we're stepping back to a plank and vinyasing. Down and up. Exhaling to find downward dog. Beautiful. Working with your right side. Leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhaling, knee to elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, step it forward. Flange your way to warrior two. Good. So good show, bend into that right knee. Hips open to the side. Hands to shoulders. Head in line with heart and hips. Next breath in is reversing warrior. So forward with an inhale. Exhale, we lift. Beautiful. Inhale, right arm to right thigh. Exhale, left arm up. Take a breath in to reach that left arm forward. And we allow the chest to rotate down. You're welcome to stay here. If you want a little bit more fire, take a deep breath in and reach right arm forward. Beautiful. A deep inhale to lift. Warrior two. Next breath in reaches both arms up to the sky. With an exhale, we're tilting back to left, reversing that warrior. Then inhaling, right arm to right thigh. Left hand up for side We're not going forward, but I'm going to give you the option to reach down if you wish. That right hand reaching towards the floor, left hand up. One more breath. Then wherever you are, looking down to the right. Exhaling, left hand drops, allow the hips to pivot. Dropping the left knee into this low lizard. Take a breath to just allow your body to rock back and forth. So from here, we're going to work into a side little half moon. Left hand, left knee to the floor. We're stepping back with that right foot along in line with the left. Take an inhale to reach right hand up. So we've got a kneeling side plank. You can stay here. If you want a bit more fire, we're lifting that right leg. Finding the length. Take as much space as possible. One more breath. Before we exhale, right hand drops, right knee drops. And just take a little cat-cow to release any hip tension. Sliding back, hips to heels for child's pose. Perhaps again finding that wiggle into the pelvis to release through the QL. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So you're welcome to vinyasa with me or just go straight to downward dog, wherever you are. So if you're with me, it's plank. Exhale to lower through chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Beautiful. Left side. Inhale to lift. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to lift. Exhale, step it forward. Drop that right heel and find your way to warrior two. One more breath here. Reversing that warrior, so we're reaching left hand forward, exhaling up. Inhaling, left arm to left thigh, right hand reaches to the sky. Next breath in is guiding the right arm forward. We allow the chest to rotate. You stay here if you want for a little bit more strength. Take a deep breath into the core, reach left hand forward. Next inhale's lifting you up. Warrior two. Exhale to ground. Inhale, hands lift up. Exhale, we're leaning back to the right to reverse that warrior. For inhaling, left arm to left thigh. Right hand's reaching up. Remember, you can stay here if you want a little bit more. Sink a little bit deeper, perhaps to the floor. And then with that next breath out, right hand to the floor, hips pivots, lizard for dropping the right knee. Just allowing yourself to rock back and forth. And from there, ground the body down, weights into right hand and right knee. We're stepping left foot back, so it's in line with the right. A breath in to lift, left hand up. Do this kneeling side plank. You stay here, it's absolutely fine. Want a bit more? We're lifting that leg. That is, try and take up as much space as possible. And then with an exhale, left hand, left knee, take a wiggle for a cat-cow. And then shimmy back, child's pose. Breath in will lift you up to all fours, and then to downward dog. Beautiful. From downward dog, make your way to your backside, and then lying down. Take a few breaths to enjoy the support of the floor. Next breath in is going to drag the knees up, one hand per knee, and let's circle those thighs once again. Holding on to the right knee, extend the left leg long, holding it nice and tight. Next exhale, change your sides. Exhale, changing once again. But this time, I'd like you to hold on to the back of that right leg. When you're ready, try and straighten it to deepen into that hamstring stretch. Heels away, toes pulling towards the body. Next breath out, softens the knee, taking the left hand onto that right knee. Let's pull it across for a little supine twist. Then drifting back. Extend that right leg. Lift left knee in. Again, the hands are sliding behind the knee. When you're ready, drive it away. And exhale allows the knee to bend, the leg to relax. That right hand drags it across into a little supine twist. Then gently back to center. Lift both knees into the chest, give them a hug. Perhaps reaching further down to the feet of that happy baby. And with an exhale, just take that full body stretch. Allow yourself to settle to the floor. Just taking 5 breaths to let go. And then gently bringing some movement to your body. Make your way onto all fours. Take those 2 rounds of a cat-cow. Allowing the hands to paddle forward. Find that puppy pose. Pushing you back to child's. All rising up, all fours. Lifting, downward dog. Paddle everything out. When you're ready, walk the feet forward to meet the hands in that passive fold. Take a deep breath in to ripple the body up. Big exhale to just ground. Lift the hands to heart center. And thank you for your Wednesday practice. We say namaste. Ooh.